Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 17 of my Skyblock series. Before we get started, I do want to stop and say thank you to everybody that has been tuning in and watching my episodes. We're up over 50 subscribers now. I am really just excited to, keep this going. I didn't expect to be already at 50 subscribers. I honestly figured it would take quite a bit longer. So I definitely want to thank each and every one of you that has been tuning in, because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you again. So as far as the last episode goes, you seen me set up all of the grass blocks and get everything ready for the tree farm, like you can see behind me here. I did go ahead and get some of the stuff down, which I will show you guys here in just a moment, but there's a few things I wanted to go over first. So, as far as the island goes here, we have been really just focusing on doing like one or two minor projects. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Um, but then we started on this really really big project, so it has been taking me quite a while to get most of the dirt farmed and everything put down and all of the trees farmed and put down and stuff like that. So what I want to kind of do later on today, after we get done doing some more of the trees, is I already got rid of the starting cobble farm that you can see that we had here before. I got rid of that. Got rid of a couple of the grass blocks, as well as chopped down all of the trees here that were in our starting little tree area. Um, so what we're planning on doing here is I'm gonna get rid of all of the dirt and stuff and all of the cobblestone. We're pretty much gonna start fresh over in this area. I haven't quite decided what this spot over here is going to be, if I just want it to be a pathway or if I want to transition it into something else. Not exactly for sure yet, but I know that I definitely want to get rid of this because, I mean, as you can see, the cobble here, and then you look at it next to the cooked cobble, which turns into the brick. It just looks so much nicer with the brick, and I feel like it kind of takes away from the way that everything looks, because we got this nice build, and then those nice builds, and then now we got like all of this stuff that we started off with. So I feel like this has definitely got to change as far as like aesthetics go. I want it to look a little bit nicer. Also, with our husk farm over there, it has been working out. I've gotten almost about a full double box full of sand farmed up periodically. The only thing that kind of sucks about it is that the husks only spawn at nighttime, and the way that I have it all set up, because the chunk that is able to spawn them is so small on this map, that I'm only able to get like in one night maybe like a half a stack of sand, if not like a tiny bit more. So it does take me quite a while to farm up the stand. I kind of wish there was an easier way to do that, so I might have to figure out a way to automate that later. Like I had mentioned before, that we can put water in the bottom and have it running into the middle with fireplaces, and then put hoppers underneath them with chests, and that'll automatically collect the stuff, and that way we don't have to like keep worrying about it, and we can set up the water to release on like a timer or something like that. But that's another day, another time. We'll figure all that stuff out. Also, I did start growing more sugarcane, because I figured with the elytra and all that stuff, once we got it all ready, we're going to want to have a bunch of paper and stuff to make the fireworks to be able to use that with. So with that being said, I started just a tiny little farm here just to be able to get items as we need it. As you can see, I've only got 11 additional plus this put down, so it's not like it's going to be a huge farm, but for right now it'll be good enough. We're not really going to need very much paper starting off, and it'll accumulate pretty easily over time. But yeah, as far as this goes, let me walk over here and show you guys what we have going on. So I decided to put a pathway through here. I'm not exactly sure if I want to keep it simple like this. I may change it up and put like maybe a couple pieces of coarse dirt throughout there and maybe some gravel or something and turn it into like, you know, a nice looking path block. But for right now, that's what we have. And I plan to keep it like that for now, at least until we get everything set up. Let me go ahead and sleep real quick so that way you can see what everything looks like real good. Alright, so as you can see, I went into like some little pattern. We still have quite a bit of trees that still need to grow. As you can see, well, you might not be able to see it from here, but we have some saplings and stuff that haven't quite fully grown in. But I tried to do each section kind of similar, like you know, I tried to keep everything as symmetrical as possible. So as you can see, like the width of each section is roughly about the same. I was trying to do like patterns. I didn't want to put too much of the same thing next to each other, but there is some spots to where there's like more trees. Like I have a bunch of acacia here, but you know, if you go back over, I want to say over here, I might have some more. Oh wait, no. I was gonna build more, but I decided not to. So, but yeah, but what we're planning on doing is I'm pretty much gonna go. I was thinking about doing, because we only did one little spot of spruce, and we pretty much have two spots of everything else except for the acacia. So what I plan on doing is doing another small spot to spruce. Let me show you here. Alright, so I'll probably do spruce up until maybe about right here. Then I was planning on doing dark oak till maybe about right here. Then doing the rest around till like, you know, meet to where the other side is, because we'll have it like here to here. So the rest of this right here will all be jungle. And the reason why I want to do that is because those are obviously, you know, 4 saplings each that you have to put together to make one tree, and they are quite a bit taller. So I didn't want to put like jungle then have like spruce and birch and stuff next to it, because it just wouldn't have really looked good or made much sense. And I wanted to have the smaller trees over here, so that way once we build up our other stuff, we're still able to see them if we're on the ground, like we can see our mob farm here. Also, another thing is on our farm here, as you can see, I've gotten all of the carrots on this quarter planted. And on this quarter, I also have all of the potatoes. And if I go all the way on this side, you can see I started planting all of the wheat, but I had ran out of seeds at the moment, and I didn't feel like running all the way back there to grab the extras that we had. So I still have about a quarter that I need to plant for that. But this is as far as that has gotten so far. I have gone quite a few night times. Haven't had anything over here spawn as far as like mobs or anything like that goes. I did have one Enderman that was up in the trees a couple of times, but I'm not sure if Enderman could actually spawn on top of trees if there's not enough light source, or if there was just like one spot in between the trees that was dark enough for them to spawn. So if anybody knows that, please drop a comment below and let me know, because I'm kind of curious about that. So yeah, if you know, definitely let me know below. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I'm thinking that for right now, I'm going to finish putting down some of the trees and kind of getting an idea of what the rest of this is going to look like. Like I said before, I also did farm up a double chest of sand, so I think I'm going to start smelting some of that and turning those to glass and glass panels, so that way I can make like a dome over this, because I do kind of want to make this into some type of greenhouse. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. I'll be right back with you guys in just a few moments. You guys can see kind of the progress that we got at that point. Then we'll start maybe working on this area over here, and at least trying to figure out what we're gonna do with it. But I'll be right back with you guys, and then we'll go ahead and see what it's looking like. Alright guys, so we have gotten everything down as far as the trees go. We're just waiting for everything to grow now. I hope that these will all be able to grow with the space that I put them. I put 3 in between on the jungle on each of them. With the dark oak, I did 4 spaces in between all of them. and they grew perfectly fine. I'm debating on taking this out and doing all 4 spaces in between these as well, because I'm not sure if they are all gonna grow or not, but we're gonna wait a while and see if these grow. If these don't end up growing by like later on in the episode, either I will fill in like some blank areas with some dark oak or different types of trees, just so that way it fills it all in like a little jungle biome. Either that, or I will dig up all the trees that we have right there so far. Then I will kind of move them around a little bit and try to fix them. But this is where we're at so far with this. As you can see, we still need to finish all of the wheat here, which I got a little bit because I was coming through and I figured I might as well just harvest some and replant it. So I'll just go ahead and place these down real quick. Alright, so with that being said, and I know it can kind of get disorientating now that we have all the trees around as far as like which way is which. That's why I wanted to do the tall trees back there and the short ones over here. That way I could still see the builds once we build them up. And then we'll know which way is which as far as like to come back this in this direction. So this is what we have left. These are all the extra saplings that we farmed up. These are obviously our items that we use all the time. This is just the extra one that has the fortune, which isn't really useful for us right now because we're on the Skyblock and we're not actually like harvesting much. But with that being said, this is where we're at. And I'm also wanting to, once everything grows in, I'm wanting to take some of this bone meal and just go around in places that we do like pathways and stuff and just kind of fill it in, because it makes it look a little bit nicer. Also, thinking about going along the edge of the outside and getting it all, because I don't want to have to like walk in between all of these because there's so many leaves and stuff like that. It's just going to be really, really difficult to do. So what I think I'm going to do with that is I might at some point like go around this, like build something to where, or even walk around the edge here and just try to get like any open spots that I can get with the bone meal here. So yeah, this is where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting rid of some of the stuff here, and also I'm gonna try to debate on what I want to do. I was thinking about setting up some type of like turtle sanctuary over in this area, because we do have our turtles. I believe they're in one of these boxes. I think I moved them over here. Nope. Anyways, oh, here they are. These 2 turtle eggs here, we'll be able to use that to set up to make a farm of sorts. You can't actually pick up turtle eggs without silk touch on your pickaxe, which ain't really a big deal now that we got everything set up to be able to get enchantments and stuff like that. But yeah, we're also gonna set that up, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do that here in this area or if we're gonna try to build that in a different spot. I'm debating on making that this spot over here, but I'm still kind of undecided. But for right now, one thing I do want to do is I'm gonna go grab all of the sand and stuff like that. I was making up a bunch of charcoal while we was setting up the tree farm and stuff like that, because obviously I had to chop down a bunch of extra wood to be able to get everything. So I've got like stacks of charcoal in all of these. Then I also have these extras right here. So we'll have plenty of charcoal to be able to mess around with some stuff. I also did put a box up here that we're going to be keeping some random stuff in. But I do plan on smelting up all of the sand that we have, because if you did not know, the way to get glass in this game is to go in here and smelt it up. and you'll get one glass for one sand. Now, the glass is going to be useful for us in a lot of different ways because we can use that as a source block or anything like that. Also, another thing that we're going to be able to do with the glass here is, like, say for instance we make a house and we're wanting to kind of make it more modernized. Like in this one over here, we've been kind of doing like kind of like a medieval type of look to it. But say we wanted to make it more modern, you know, we could come in here and let me grab. I don't have any extra dyes on me, I don't think. But anyways, so one thing I could do is, like, say I have 4 extra glass blocks here. I can come over to our workbench, and I want to say might be 6 panes. Hold on 1 second. Or 6 pieces of glass. Yeah, 6 pieces of glass in this pattern right here will make 16 glass panes, which is a good bang for your buck because not only are you getting a lot more pieces of glass for it, but you can also stain these glass pieces. As you can see here, there's white stained glass that you can make, there's purple, all the different colors that you can make. As you can see, in order to make the dyed panes themselves, all you need to do is surround glass panes with one dye in between. That will make it a specific color. So, you know, if you wanted to do, like, say you want to do like a church build or something like that and have like some type of window set up to where you have like different colors and try to make it look really nice, then you know you have that option to do that type of stuff. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. I'm gonna get all of the sand and stuff going over here, start getting that all smelted up, and try to decide what we're gonna do in this area and start trying to tear some stuff down, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, so I made up some glass here. I'll go ahead and show you how I was doing that, and while I'm doing that I should probably eat something also. Give me 1 second, sorry. Alright, so with the glass panes, when you put them down on just the normal ground, just to kind of show you, it doesn't really look great. Like if you put down a block, it looks normal, but the pane is just like a half of one. So if you wanted to make like a window, like say this is an open spot, you could definitely do that. But if you were trying to make like a pyramid or something like that, it's not really gonna work out very well because I mean, yeah, you could do it like this, but whenever you go to transition it up here, it's gonna have like a little gap and it's not gonna look great. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. Also, unless you have a silk touch pickaxe, you're not gonna get any of the glass back if you decide to break it. So whenever you're doing like a pyramid or any type of dome or anything like that, it's usually a good idea to have a couple of different source blocks that you can use. So let me go ahead and show you what I have in mind for the middle here. Keep in mind though, this is all subject to change. I may add stuff to it, take stuff away, just, you know, depending on how it looks. So I'm not exactly for sure yet, but give me 1 second here. Alright, so for instance, I would leave some spots open here because obviously I want to be able to get in, right? So where this right here is this way, say I have all of these half slabs up, so it's like the glass all the way around these, right? Instead of having this glass like this, I would do source block here, then I will put a piece of glass behind it, then I'll get rid of the source block, then I can keep on staggering it all the way up like this in a circle, and then once I get all the way up to the top, I'll be able to do it all the way around, and then it'll create like a dome like effect. So I'll pretty much keep doing this. Like this will go here, for instance. We're going to need to get rid of this. So the way that these are, we're going to have to get rid of these. And I'm just going to kind of do like a little area here just so that way you can kind of see what it's going to look like. Okay, so we would do it like this so that way it's all the way around. Then in this spot here, how it comes out like a Z or an S, then you know, we can't come over this because then it's just going to be too high. So we would put the grass here, or the dirt block here, move this over. We already have one here to transition that, so we can get rid of this grass, get it back, then put another piece of glass here. Then as you can see, we're going to create like a pyramid effect. So with this spot here, it's going to work the same way as before. We'll put a grass block, then we will come over one, and we're going to pretty much do this all the way around, all the way up to where it creates like this Eskimo igloo effect, or kind of like a pyramid effect or something like that. I think it'll look good once it's all done, and it'll still let all the daylight through, so all of these will still grow perfectly fine. Or another thing that I was kind of thinking about doing would be to have like certain spots like this kind of go up in a different material, then have them like spaced out so that way there's probably like maybe 4 on either side to where they all meet up in the middle, then have the glass in between so that way it's almost like there's something holding the glass up. But then again, I'm not exactly sure, because the way that Optifine is, the glass looks really nice if it's by itself, and I think that it'll come together once we got all this built, and then we got the platform up above it. So yeah, this is where we are at as far as this goes. I'll go ahead and show you the setup that I have for the glass making process that I'm doing. Also, I did decide that on this I am gonna do like a basic path that comes up and comes around this way. So all of this extra space here will be gone. Then in between this space, that space, and the path that we're going to have here, I'm going to build a little area for a turtle sanctuary. So yeah, once I get all that stuff growing, or going, it's going to be looking really, really nice in this one spot here. But as you can see, I have every furnace going in this one spot here. I keep saying growing because we're getting ready to grow some turtles, but that's not exactly what I need to be saying. But yeah, so as far as this goes, I'm just putting sand in here. The 2 white ones that I have filled up with sand. I didn't quite have 2 full boxes, but it was pretty close. But I'm just going to keep basically going around making sure that all of these are full until I get all the glass that I'm going to be needing. I am going to be needing to farm up some more of this sand just so that way we're able to make the turtle sanctuary at some point, which I might try to start doing that a little bit later on, tomorrow or something like that, more than likely. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I just kind of wanted to show you everything. But yeah, I think we're going to end the episode off here. I am pretty pleased with the progress that we've made so far. If you guys have made it this far into the episode, please comment complete, because we have completed the circle of the trees. I did want to at least get that finished today. And we also started showing you guys how the glass dome is going to be looking once we get that all finished and set up. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. Tomorrow on the next episode, once we get started up, I'm going to start transitioning this area over here, like I said, into the pathway and the sanctuary for the turtles. And then if, like I said, if this doesn't fill in all the way, I think I might add some spruce trees in all of the gaps, just because I feel like it'll give it kind of a nice look, and I just really like the way that the spruce looks over the rest of the trees. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do there. As far as that goes, like I said, I'm gonna end this one here. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one.